I think it all started really when the Rolling Stones office phoned the Royal College of Art. They're looking for a student. Rolling Stones want a student to come along and talk about designing their European tour poster. And they chose me. I went along to a meeting in their offices in Maddox Street, and there was just Mick Jagger there and his, I think, personal assistant, Joe Bergman. He didn't want to photograph for the Rolling Stones. He wanted something to do with touring. So I think I spent about probably a week at college designing this tour poster, and brought it back to him for another meeting, and he said, I think you can do a bit better. So I was really worried because I thought I'd blown it really, and anyway I went back and he was right, you know, a second attempt was much better, and I brought that in and he said, oh, that's great. I felt that I was on top of my game really. I just loved it so much, and the work I was producing I was really happy with, so yeah, I felt confident. And then later on in the year I've got a letter saying, could you come in and meet with Mick Jagger to design a logo for their record label. They're just starting a small record label. He said, well, you know, I want something that might be like a sort of brand image, just a single image, very much like the Shell petrol logo which was around at the time, and that was the starting point. And then he showed me a torn sort of picture that he had out of a magazine of the goddess Kali, the Indian goddess Kali, which is quite an amazing image, but it's strange because she's pointing her tongue out, and I think that was the spark, and I thought, well, suddenly that's kind of anti-authority kind of gesture. It's like rude, it's like kids sticking their tongue out at people. And that was the spark of the idea, and I think that he was in tune with that too. I suppose I spent a week or 2 weeks drawing disembodied mouths with tongues and different angles, and came up with something which I was pleased with. It had to be something very simple, that it could be produced kind of that size, and then obviously something that could work on a larger scale as well. And it's just red and black, so it's kind of very easy to print, and obviously the red sort of obviously grabs your attention. He said he really liked it, and it's pretty much how it is today really. So I went away and did the artwork, and the logo was born. That's it, another logo done and finished. I got a share of the merchandising profits up to, I think, 1984 when I sold the logo. You know, they came to me and said, you know, we want to buy the copyright, and they made an offer of so many £1,000. I didn't really want to sell it at the time, but so they kind of had usage rights, and he said, well, you could go up against them in court, but you know, this is the Rolling Stones, it might cost a lot of money. So he went back and sort of doubled the amount that they were offering me, and so we came to do a deal. Having a portfolio with the logo and the Stones material in it really helped, and set me up as a freelance designer.